This is definitely a famous scene in the Oath of War. Shen Er, who was supposed to be dead, actually entered the battlefield. However, it is this man who has no sign of power all over his body, yet the strong pressure he released scared all the sorcerers in the field. What's more terrible is that with just a little bit of power, he managed to take control from Gen Shi, who was born with strange power. Gen Shi's face was unrecognizable, for in terms of brute force, he had lost to others for the first time. Fortunately, Shen Er, after resurrection, was just an unconscious killing machine. He would only fight instinctively until his body was damaged, and his target was always the strongest person on the scene. This man had no power, not even as good as a dragon. Tuo Gen quickly paid for his hostile behavior, and once Shen Er made a move, he would never stop. His attack was like a storm. Even though Tuo Gen was a special spirit, he was still forced back by the strong assault. So he decided to summon the dead to the god of the world. However, this brutal god of the world was revealed by Shen Er's mouth. Tuo Gen immediately summoned countless gods, while Yi Wolfeng went crazy about Shen Er. Yet Shen Er remained extremely calm when he saw this. He used the oil cloud to create a backflow, carefully observing each step of his opponent. Tuo Gen then summoned two huge gods in time, making Shen Er look as small as a building in front of them. But in the face of such a situation, Shen Er only smiled. With just one blow, he sent the huge god of the world and the thousands of waves crashing against Tuo Gen, forcing him to the shore. Even though Shen Er was soon blown away, Tuo Gen began to feel fear for the first time. He thought of escaping, but Shen Er didn't give him any chance. The oil cloud in his hand grew larger and larger, and his oppressive strength made it look as if a father was beating his son. Tuo Gen just wanted to run home to his mother, but Shen Er steadily held Tuo Gen, with enough power to tear a space-time spaceship at will. The special cursed spirit was completely overwhelmed, yet Shen Er's attack was far from over. He rubbed the oil cloud in his hand, and with a burst of fire sparks, it transformed into an extremely sharp blade. At this moment, Tuo Gen lost all confidence and could only feel like death was approaching. "I'll buy you time," he said, but he forgot that his enemy was not just him. With the old man's attack, Tuo Gen was quickly knocked down, and Shen Er, standing back up, welcomed him with a sharp blade. After the heavy blow, Tuo Gen still wanted to struggle one last time, but Shen Er never gave him the chance. With Tuo Gen's death, his domain collapsed, and everyone returned to the familiar subway station. Although Shen Er had defeated Tuo Gen, the group still felt uneasy because they could see from Shen Er's cold eyes that he didn't see himself as a teammate. Their worries soon became reality. Shen Er immediately chose the strongest person among them as his next target, and that person was his good companion, Dalfu Heihui. It seemed that a father and son war could no longer be avoided.